some noise!
Welcome to Friday's edition of the Cosmo and Kat Show Fun Size Podcast. A daily dose of awesome audio in 20 minutes or less to make your day a little better.
Look at those costumes, those outfits.
They're so funny.
Undercover in the subway. It's Cosmo and Kat Show, by the way. So we're going to get these videos linked up. So Ed Sheeran was on with Jimmy Fallon. Amazing. Go just find the episode. It's on Peacock. Whatever you got to do to find it. Him doing the beat. What's it called? Not beatbox. The pedal. The pedal live.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
So they're dressed up like they're like totally gothed out. All black jeans, black jacket, black hats with these black wigs. It's like, hi, welcome to Hot Topic. Well, and they've got a carp rug out and guitars and the whole thing set up in the subway. Nobody has a clue. It's Ed Sheeran and Jimmy Fallon. And they're performing a song that everybody on the subway knows. The Pink Pony Club. Right there in the subway. Pink Pony Club. And then they take the hats and everything off, and everybody's like, what? It's Ed Sheeran and Jimmy. Ed's got a new song coming out next week. Brand new music.
I know. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Okay, so here's the deal. Let's see. When's that? I'm going to double check the date. The 4th. So next Friday, a week from today, the new Ed Sheeran song. And it's called Azizam. And that's from the Farsi language. That means it's Persian, and it means my dear. And it's a song about his wife. Yeah, there we go.
Love it.
I'm so glad it's upbeat. That's so cool. Can't wait to drop it for you as soon as we get it here on the Cosmo and Kat Show.
You're listening to the Cosmo and Kat Show on KTXY Jefferson City with Cosmo.
Spandex is up my crack. I can't ride this stupid thing.
And Kat.
What about a horny husband, Mark?
Hey!
It's the all-new Cosmo and Kat Show on Y107.
What is up, Mid-Mo? It is the Cosmo and Kat Show.
Morning.
Free money could be yours. That's always a good thing. Number one, it's Friday. You made it to the weekend. One more day, and then you're out for the weekend. Free cash.
All you got to do is take less than 5 minutes, rate the music clips that you hear, and you're in the contest for the $100. Text RATE, R-A-T-E, to 800-500-Y107.
5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Trending now.
What everybody's talking about, it's trending now, and we give it to you every morning, 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. What's trending for Friday, March 28th, 2025. I don't know why that date is so hard to say. Like a little extra, I'm going to do that little extra vocal exercise. All those numbers make your mouth really get worked in there. There is a chance for a significant weather threat tomorrow night. ABC 17 is saying the threat for some heavy winds, large hail, isolated tornado activities. Again, this is now tomorrow night, Saturday night, into Sunday. Okay, so it gets to be very blustery and windy today. We're talking 30-something mile-an-hour wind gusts today. And then tomorrow night, again, this chance of some severe weather threats tomorrow night into the early morning hours of Sunday. So just a heads up, be weather aware this weekend.
Trending now. Well, the Golden Bachelor, Gary Turner, shuts down going to the beach for Bachelor in Paradise. They invited him like 3 weeks ago, to go and try to find love again.
Really?
Since his marriage that was like 3 months long to Teresa didn't last. Sounds pretty cocky to me that his reason is, quote unquote, been there, done that. That he knows the women going and there's no romantic spark there. However, Mr. Golden Bachelor is open to the idea if new women come.
Why did those two?
I say leave him home.
Because they're adding like 3 or 4 of the Golden Bachelor people to the Paradise. crew.
Yeah, they're adding the older group and the younger group. So,
Wow. What's old bartender boy's name?
Wells.
Wells.
Yeah.
Should be fun to
Gary
watch.
did say he'd join Wells behind the bar.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No thanks.
I just don't want to see him there.
Trending
No.
now.
No, thank you. March Madness. Check this out. The winners from yesterday and last night looks like Ryan Gosling advances, knocking off Zac Efron.
Woohoo!
Zach the Snack is out of March Madness, and a huge upset. Michael B. Jordan has defeated Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my goodness.
Deadpool is dead.
What? What? Well, I'm out of the whole thing. I had Ryan Reynolds winning everything.
Cat's bracket. Cosmo's bracket. Done for.
Gummit.
Done for in March Madness.
What?
Yes. Down goes
my
number
goodness.
one. Down goes number one in March Madness. And come on, app, load. I had it right here. Today's matchup: Liam Hemsworth versus Glenn Powell, and Timberlake versus Nikki Jonas.
And now it's time for Kat's mid-motivation quote of the day.
You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
Find and share today's mid-motivation in our stories on Y107 on Instagram. This is Y107's Friday Phone Jacks on the Cosmo and Kat Show.
I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous about this Friday Phone Jacks prank call.
Why?
Because Todd wants us to prank his sister Beth. She used to live in Mid-Mo. She's moved now to another location, but they still listen quite a bit, and they're back visiting and listen to Y107. You know, when you grow up on Y107, you never forget it, and with the app now, you can listen anywhere in the country, so it's awesome. But she works for kind of a serious medical job, and I'm a little afraid that, I don't know, we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
Organ Donation Center. This is Beth.
Hi, Beth. I did a Google search for a place to donate organs, and this number came up. So
Yes, that's great.
Calling.
That's what we do here. We coordinate between people who donate organs and those who really need them.
yeah, well that's perfect because I do have an organ to donate. I just didn't know if anyone would want it.
Oh, absolutely. Organ donation is a real lifesaver for so many people.
Really? I mean, we're talking about an organ I've pretty much had my whole life.
Well, we appreciate your generosity. So many people pass away with organs that could have helped someone else. You probably know that there are people dying waiting for an organ.
Really? Wow, that's wild. I didn't.
That's why what you're doing is so important.
Well, I'm not a hero or anything. I don't have a cape or anything like that.
You
but
are, and many other people like you.
I was just thinking I'm getting older and I don't want my wife to have to deal with this, so I'd rather just take care of it now. You know what I mean, Beth? Just start the process.
So you're talking about a living donation rather than after you pass?
Yeah, I want to do this like now, this weekend, if possible. Somebody may.
Oh,
as well
absolutely.
use-
You know, most living organ donations are between
Yeah.
family and close friends. So it's really great that you want to give it to a stranger in need.
Yeah, I asked around in my family, but they know how much I've abused this organ over the years, so none of them wanted to touch it. You know what I mean, Beth? So,
Okay. Well, obviously, with our system, all organs need to be checked out, you know, to see if they're okay to pass on to another person.
yeah, I get it. I guess I can send you some pictures if you want. I did put it on Craigslist, but I didn't get any offers or anything. So
You offered an organ donation on Craigslist?
Yeah, like I said, I wish I'd taken better care of it, but I've treated this thing pretty rough with my fingers over the years. So
Okay. I'm a little confused, so maybe we should slow down a bit here. I guess I'll just ask you a few questions.
Okay, fire away. I'm ready.
So you said a living organ donation. Are we talking about a kidney?
Oh, what?
That's probably the most common organ that people donate while they're still alive.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that brand. Mine's Wurlitzer.
The what?
Wurlitzer. It's an organ. My organ is a Wurlitzer, not a kidney.
Okay, just a minute. Are you talking about an organ, like a musical instrument organ?
Yeah, listen, I can play.
You called us
I'm
to
good.
donate your
Yeah.
organ, like a keyboard?
Yeah, organ donation, right?
Sir, that's not the kind of organs we work with.
So good. Why don't you like the Wurlitzers? You some kind of organ? Are you organist? My organ's not good enough for your organ donation center?
Look, we are an organ donation center. People donate their organs through us. That's human organs. Kidneys, livers, hearts, things like that.
Oh, that's gross.
It's important work.
So you don't want my organ?
Gross.
My Wurlitzer, I mean?
Afraid not.
Look, I have it right here. I can load it in the truck and just bring it on by today.
Please don't.
Put it in your lobby.
Again, no, but thank you.
I still think you should have some music playing there. If not this organ, what about a radio? Can you turn on the radio in the lobby?
What?
Radio. Turn on Y107. It's Cosmo. This is a prank.
You guys.
It's a prank call.
I listened to you. I heard these.
Ah!
This has been another famous Friday Phone Jacks prank call.
I'll set it up quick, and then I'll let you tell the other part of the story. So we had a family tradition, still do, that my sister started as gifts to my parents of this calendar. And on the calendar is one of those calendars like you get made up at Walgreens, photo, whatever. And each month, the pictures on the top part of the calendar was a collage of people in the family whose birthdays were celebrated that month. And then on the actual calendar, on those dates, it would have, Laura's birthday, Mike's birthday, Cosmo's birthday. So that was the idea. And then in the calendar, since Kat's birthday is December, in our photo, I had my two kids. We were in front of the magic tree and had taken a photo. And it said, hey, Kat, how does Mrs. Blank sound?
Or hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, do you think Kat has a nice ring to it? And ring was highlighted and underlined and whatever. And so then the calendar would get passed around the family, and it would be shown then to you when you finally got the idea that I was going to be on a knee behind you with the ring, and ta-da!
Yeah. So I'm sitting on the couch right between... I don't even remember at this point who was on my left anymore, but your mom was on my right. She was the very first one. She's always the first one to get the calendar.
I was on your left.
Well, there was somebody in between us, though, I think.
Anyways, whatever.
Well, and then we were sitting there, and they give Mom the calendar, and we're looking at it, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. I have no makeup on. I'm in my pajamas. The whole family's sitting around. I think I had just woken up. And the kids are, of course, chomping at the bit to get the presents opened. And so we were going to do just the kids' presents. And everybody, or we're looking at all the different months, and we're like, oh, and I'm leaning over, next to your mom. And she gets to October, November. Everybody's, just staring at us, looking at this calendar or whatever. I'm oblivious. Half awake, half asleep, and enjoying the pictures. And then it gets to December, and I was like, oh, okay. Because it was a picture of you, Emma, and Cole, your two, and that was it on December.
You're like, where's my photo?
I was like, oh, I guess I don't get to be on the calendar yet. Okay. Yay. Okay. And so I'm looking, and they're like, what does it say, Kat? Your mom's putting the calendar over, showing me, let's go back. She thinks, let's go back to October, November, and read December again. And I wasn't reading what it was saying. I just was like, oh, that's cute, or whatever. Finally, your sister's like, Kat, what does it say? Read it out loud. Hey, Dad, we think Kat Schudel has a nice ring to it. And I'm just like, oh, my eyes got real big, and I just looked to my left, and there you are on your knee, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was totally expecting it New Year's, because you didn't do it for my birthday, December 9th. Mm-hmm. So I was expecting it for New Year's, and you did it then, and I was like, oh, But it was perfect because, like, all my kids were there, your kids. It was the whole family, the whole Shootle family. It was awesome.
The one hang up was that I'm like, at that time, your youngest Sam was, and he's hard to keep. He doesn't keep a secret very well when it's something really, really excited. I'm like, if I give him a clue, he's going to accidentally say something to you. And so then I'm like, man, do I even tip off the other two kids? I'm like, you know what? No. It's going to be a surprise for everybody. I'm going to lock this puppy down. Literally, as my sister's yelling at you, read the calendar, Kat. She's also yelling at Drew and Alexis to her left, going, Drew, hey, get Lex, look.
Yeah, and Alexis is talking to Emily. Drew's like kicking Alexis's leg. Alexis, look. Alexis, look. You can hear it in the video.
Because the whole time I'm on a knee, they're kicking each other, yelling. You still haven't figured out the wordplay yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, would you hurry up and read the calendar and look at this ring?
Hook up or hang up.
Presented by Silverball Arcade Bar.
On the Cosmo and Kat Show.
I still can't wrap my brain around what
That was
Scott
like
told us.
one bad thing after another. That's like bad omen stuff, I
He's
think.
thinking he's going to get maybe a kiss by the car. Instead, no. Bird dumps in her hair. Gosh, so stupid. Let's call Courtney. It's been almost 3 weeks since she's called Scott, and he's kind of bummed. So let's call her.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Is Courtney there?
This is her.
Hi, Courtney. It's Cosmo and Kat here. We are on the radio with Y107, and we do a dating segment. And
yeah.
we would love
Let me guess. This is Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we hear you didn't have that great of a date. But he is hoping to see you again.
Oh, no. I don't think that's a good idea.
What? Can I ask why?
Well, I mean, he did tell you what happened on the date, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you know that it was like a complete mess.
Yeah, but I don't think any of it was his fault, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that's a great idea.
Well, that's a shame because you've heard this show before, so you probably know that we're trying to get you guys to have a fresh start and try it again. Maybe it was just a bad day or something. Can we bring
I don't know.
Can we just go ahead and bring him on and see what he's got to say?
Yeah, sure. I mean, put him on.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry to ambush you like this.
No, it's okay. I don't know. I really don't think it's going to work, Scott.
I understand that the first date was not great, but I feel like things can only get better, you know?
Right, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. It seems like, someone or something was trying to tell us that, like, we should not be together.
Oh, come on. Those were, let's say there were coincidences. I feel like it's not going to be like that next time.
What if it's the opposite, though, Courtney? What if it's those things were all so crazy and random? Nobody died,
Right. But what if it gets worse? Like, what if someone does get hurt or something really bad happens? I mean, you can't tell me that all of those things happening weren't some sign of something.
Well, maybe you're letting these bad experiences run your life?
No, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. I don't think it's smart to continue when things clearly aren't right. Like, I feel like I should just avoid some glaring red flags right out of the gate.
But those weren't Scott's red flags. I think it's setting up for the best ever second date meet cute in the history of the world. And then one day down the line, you guys will be talking and laughing about how big of a crazy dumpster fire that first date was.
Yeah.
When everything is so good.
What he said.
What
I don't know. It's just it seems like a pretty big risk. I don't know. I don't think I'm that big of a risk taker.
Well, I feel like the fact that we're here on the phone talking, we found each other again on this radio station. It could be a sign that we have turned the corner.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the corner and go home, Scott. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
she hung up. Oh, man, Scott.
Really? Did she hang up? Oh, my God.
She hung up.
Oh, come
yeah.
on.
Shoot. Sorry, Scott.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I'm not surprised.
I get it. It was a bad night, but it's not like you were sitting there with a Ouija board or something, cursing her and making all these things happen. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, man.
Thanks for listening to the fun-sized Cosmo and Kat Show podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and share. And thanks in advance for the 5-star rating and review.